Speaker's passionate mission is to lovingly share different modalities that help adopt new mindsets, tap into your own potentials in order to start living from an exhilarating place of confidence, clarity, and joy. Through her self-mastery programs, she has helped many women find solutions for the unneeded storms in their lives so that they can be unstoppable at anything they want to do in their life. A moderator for international radio channels, she is an award-winning transformation facilitator and energy healer. She is a recipient of awards such as Women of Excellence from the Women Economic Forum, New Delhi 2018, Women Iconic Leader 2020, Women Economic Forum. Please join me in welcoming Minnku Buttar, founder of the Circle of Joy Retreats, founder of Minksse, and State President, Karnataka Lifestyle and Fitness Improvement Council, Women's India Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Over to you, Minkku.
Thank you so much, Archana and Pallavi from the Karnataka level, as well as Madhu Tyagi and Nidhi Toshniwala. And very, very warm good evening to all of you. Could I request first Naman, who is going to be in the background, to take this beautiful slide off? I'm going to ask for it in a while, but I just want to see everyone. It's time to roll our shoulders. I think it's in the middle. It's time for our coffees. Grab your cup of coffee, get comfortable, get your notepads, because you are going to go away with so much of takeaways. And allow me to go a little fast. Yes, thank you for that wonderful introduction, Archana. It's true that I am on a very passionate mission to make sure that my women sisters all over the world are unstoppable at anything they want to do in life. Now, one thing is very common for all of us right now, right? We all want joy, we want peace, we want abundance, and that includes success. But the unneeded storms are creating so much of turmoil, imbalance, that claiming this power to win our inner games is becoming challenging. There is a quote that I found that describes this situation. It says, joy is not a matter of intensity, but of balance, of order, of rhythm, and harmony. And I know what some of you are thinking. You're saying, like, Minkku, in this present havoc, what are you even saying? How is it even possible to have balance, to have order and rhythm and harmony? Well, there is good news. We just need to relearn balance of the mind, body, and soul. We have to learn once again, how to make the right choices. So please allow me to show you how. Let me start with a question to all of you. How many of you would like balance in life? If you would like balance, can you please put B in the chat? Let's get active. Let's wake up. Let's make this a most powerful interactive session. Okay, and if you would like new ways to balance your lives, please put an N. Okay, either a B or an N. Okay, I know that always from my experience, what emerges is actually an NB, which means new start for some reason. I just want to highlight that today's session, let me lay out the field for you. It's going to unfold in two ways. One is a new outlook to examine this part of environments of your life which need to be rebalanced in a very mindful fashion. The second part that I will be talking about is specifically the choices that entrepreneurs make when they step into a journey and how they can look after and make sure there is no uncertainty and fears. Sounds good? Wonderful. You all are awake. We're all set. Now, let me start with part one, balancing our lives. Now, why do we need to balance our lives? That's because when internally we are balanced, we can feel empowered and scale up in our workspaces as well. Simple as that, right? Makes sense. So what does it mean to be balanced? Now, to me, it means to have a grip of your head and your heart and to manage all our environments while being calm, grounded, clear-headed, and motivated. Now, I invite you to think of the balance in your lives today in your minds this time. Rate yourselves in a scale of 1 to 10. Be honest. Where are you standing in life today? Now, as you're doing that, what if I tell you that your score will actually change to a non-delusional, a more realistic session today? So, for example, if you see a beautiful flower like the Brahm Kamalams that bloomed in my garden last week, what's going to happen is you smell the fragrance and you're trying to describe this flower to a friend. But how will you describe it if you don't know the flower's name, correct? Only when we can identify what it is that needs balancing in our lives can we balance it better. Now, for the ease of understanding, I've created that beautiful pie chart. And now, Naman, please bring up the pie chart. Thank you for assisting me. I invite you to take a snapshot of this pie chart as I'm speaking. Print it later and paste it in your workspaces or wherever you are. And it's very self-explanatory. You are at the core and unchanging. So I'm not going to go into it. It's very clearly defined. I don't want to waste time. Just take a snapshot of this. So what are we going to do with this chart after it's printed? Now, every Sunday, I would like you to stand in front of the chart and look at it with very, very fresh eyes and put a score of 1 to 10 in each environment, depending on how much time you spent and dedicated to each environment. An average score of 5 to 6 is wonderful. Okay, 5 to 6 is the balance. So let's close this slide. I hope everyone had time to take this. Otherwise, I can always send you the PDF. You can leave your emails with Archana and the admin. Now, I want your scores to be a real authentic blueprint of your life. So there's 2 tricks that I'm going to share. I want you to consciously follow these before you start scoring yourself. So it's Sunday and you're standing in front of this pie chart. What are you going to do? First, acknowledgement and examination. I want you to really, really take notice of the state of mind when you're scoring yourself. How are you feeling? Notice the areas of your life that you have neglected in the day, in the week. For example, week 1, were you more focused at work and ignored your child's school submissions? It's possible, in which case you must score yourself only a 2 and a 3 in the relationship environment on that pie chart. On the other hand, because you spend 10 to 12 hours like a mad woman working, then you will score yourself 8 in the financial environment. Now, second trick, recalibration, because life, as we know it, is about additions and subtractions, right? So next week, the relationship score must be upped from a 2 to a 5. So you can play board games with your family. You can go off gadgets during dinner, have wonderful conversations. And by doing so, you can pick up your score and bring it to a 5. Now, I hope you can understand how this pie chart is going to help you. Let's bring up the second slide and let's take this up a little notch and see how you can use this pie chart even more effectively. So this pie chart that you just took a snapshot, it helps you set goals. For example, say that you want to lose 5 kilos in 3 months. Now you looked at your score and you scored yourself only 3 in the last week. Why? Because you didn't exercise. And at the same time, your inner dialogue was saying, come on, eat a little bit more, and you can diet next week. We all go through those phases, right? So what do you need to do to pick up your score from a 3 to a 6? The answer is set goals. Find triggers to remind yourself to exercise. For example, I personally put my running shoes next to my bed when I go to bed, so that the first thing I do in the morning is actually jump into my shoes to remind myself that I have to exercise. Number 2, you can plan tasks because of that pie chart. Lay out a list of daily, weekly, and monthly tasks to achieve your goals. And I usually in my corporate session teach a method called chunking method. You can write this down. Chunking method, you can look it up online. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to organize your day and you can use it. Now allow yourself to reflect and prepare. Say you had only 3 in your financial background environment because your business is down, times are tough. What is this is what I want you to do. Rather than getting demotivated, shift your inner dialogue and ask yourself, okay? This is where your self-talk will help. Look and talk to yourself. In the past, what is the most important thing I have accomplished? How did that success make me feel? How did I handle my anxieties, my worries, my negative talk at that time? And can I apply that same self-motivational approach again? Because my dear friends, reliving positive moments creates endorphins. Endorphins are your happy moments. So when your attitude changes, your energy changes, right? And you all know, where does the energy go? Where your focus goes. You all know that, right? So you start clinching more deals, not because your client is feeling generous all of a sudden, but because your self-doubt has changed to positivity. And this way you can scale up your business. So the same thing, strategize, self-enhancement. You are your best judge. You know which environments need to be balanced. So use that pie chart like your lifeline. Okay. And also think of a person who can share your inner demons and challenges, who can celebrate your accomplishments. We all need this go-to person. Please feel free to avail me at any time that you would like. So that is how we can take this pie chart off. Thank you so much, Naman. So this is how you are going to balance. What have I done? I've identified your life and put it into 9 environments so that you can balance each of them. I would like, before I go to the next session, how was that for you? I would like to see some reactions. Was it useful? Has it shown you a different way of looking at how to balance work and personal life? Yes. I love icons. I love these love icons, thumbs up. So please, please, if there's any questions, note that down and I promise you I will go ahead and clarify. Now let's go to the part 2 of our session. How do you choose a career like what beautiful Varna Narendra, very nice option of going into jewelry. Last week it was fashion designing, right? So how do you choose a career that's going to allow you to come out as a winner? Now, I would like you to evaluate life first. We graduate, then our practical realities become about taking up a 9-to-5 job, because we know that entrepreneurship comes with many, many challenges and rewards. We have Canara Bank, sir is in a 9-to-5 job. Here we are saying with COWE and Stand Up India, we're saying, what does it take to become an entrepreneur? This is the journey that I want to wake you up on today, especially as a new entrepreneur. There is conflict even when you're trying to choose, correct? What path are you going to walk on? And then it follows with obstacles. What are the obstacles? You have to establish your company's brand and authority. You're beating the competition and making a profit. Now, in the end, what is it that's going to take you through? It will be your approach in life. It is your strengths. It is going to be your personality that's going to help you overcome. Now, as a successful owner of my brand called Minksse and now the Circle of Joy, I feel very, very empowered right now to address both facets, how to be a successful entrepreneur as well as to motivate you. So take it from me, my dear friends, that the advantages of being an entrepreneur far outweigh the challenges. Now, I just want to say, what are the advantages of you being an entrepreneur? You have a flexible schedule. You have autonomy and you are your own boss. You have constant growth and development as you keep upgrading your skill sets. You have opportunities to reach out to organizations like COWE, who's here to help you upscale. You have facility of support from government loan schemes like Stand Up India, where they offer 10 lakhs to 1 crore. I think as entrepreneurs, have confidence that there are people around you who can support you. right? So I don't understand sometimes why we are dwelling in ignorance. We need to step out and be the best version of ourselves and see what resonates with us, right? You also, what are the other advantages of being an entrepreneur? You get to meet like-minded people. You know what they say, you are the average of the 5 people that you keep company with. So you can hang out with like-minded people. On the whole, my dear friends, it's a great leadership experience. Now, last not the least, you have an opportunity to create a career that aligns with your values. And that is what I want to address today. So if we can come up with the third and the last slide, Naman, I want you to understand that if you can align your values and passion through this concept called Ikigai, you have it made. Now, some of you must know Ikigai, right? It means a reason to live, or more specifically, the reason to get up in the morning, our purpose in life. So if you can marry what you love, which is your passion, what the world needs, which is your mission, what you are good at is your vocation, and what you get paid for is your profession. And if you can connect with your core, if you can tune into your authentic self, my dear friends, that is true empowerment for you. This allows you not only to dream of an ideal life, but it takes and allows you to become a fearless and deliberate action to create magic in your entrepreneurial journey. So I would say, as we come close to closing this session, that if you have a great business idea, make sure you don't let it go. Take this idea and turn it into a job. Now, this road might be bumpy, it might be full of obstacles, but the destination offers great views, right? And even Confucius said, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. So I ask you this, what is your Ikigai in life? Once you leave the session today, I advise you to spend the next few days thinking about your Ikigai. Are you joyful? Do you have absence of conflict in life? Because the ability to handle conflict by joyful means is where you need to head. And the last thing, I would like you all to put your hand on your heart. As I speak, please put your right hand on your heart and let's promise ourselves that we will create this reality from a heart space. Why? Because it is a space where the mind does not live in the future or the past, but in the power of now. Thank you, everyone. I hope that was useful. And I am absolutely happy. I wish you such, we can take this slide off, so much of love on this journey of maybe entrepreneurship. I hope that motivated you. I'm right there, always putting out my best to bring value to all of you. I'm open to Q&A. I also invite you to leave your email IDs in the chat box so the admin COWE can reach out to you and send you the original PDF of the blueprint of the pie chart. That's a much better approach. Open to questions. We've got another few minutes before I hand this session over. Thank you so much. Wonderful audience. I love seeing these reactions. Any questions coming up for all of you?